What's up, friends? John Bush here, Radical Roots Ranch. Just wrapping up a little planting day. Got a lot going on out here. Got a nice crew. And I just want to do a video, show you the progress we're making, but also drive home the message of action. Action, action, action. We got to take action. We got to take more action. We got to take massive action, because it's critical that we do not allow ourselves to become dependent on centralized systems, because when we're dependent on centralized systems, we're vulnerable. And it's pretty clear that there's an agenda to disrupt the food supply. And I'm reminded of, I don't know if it was like 1978 or 74, something like that. Henry Kissinger had this national security memorandum, and he talked about how the United States government could use food as a weapon in order to coerce poor countries into accepting the West's policies. Now, interestingly enough, Henry Kissinger just so happened to be one of Klaus Schwab's early mentors. Klaus Schwab is this World Economic Forum goon, and it's very clear that World Economic Forum, United Nations, they are using the guise of climate change, wanting to protect the environment. So they say, in order to make it harder for farmers to do their thing. A lot of it has to do with being it's like a land grab. So this is happening now. We need to be aware of it, but we don't need to be aware of it just to be aware of it, or feel like we're all important or smarter than everyone because we're all awake, right? That doesn't mean shit, honestly. It's all about what are you going to do with this knowledge. So I hardcore implore you, encourage you to take more action in growing your own food. So me and B-Rad were working today. What up, B-Rad? B-Rad, aka the zip tie guy. Brad's actually doing a workshop on the 14th of September all about mobile homesteading. You see, Brad didn't plop down a big down payment for this property. He's not paying the property. Brad actually has it pretty damn good now that I think about it, this guy. He lives here rent-free, and he actually gets paid to do a lot of projects out here and help us at the office, and he's providing immense value. And he's come up with this concept called mobile homesteading. So if you're stuck in a dead-end job, can't afford your rent, you want to downsize or whatever, you can get an RV, converted school bus, and there's a whole network of freedom-minded property owners that are looking for help. So there's this match between Brad's needs, my needs, and everybody wins at the end of the day, except for the man. Anyway, you can check that out at livefree.academy/mobile, livefree.academy/mobile. But today, Brad and I planted these 3 beds here. We got some broccoli, some kale, some lettuce, and some beets. Right? Beets, right, Brad? Yeah, some beets. And we also have a bunch of zucchini planted right here. So we've been cranking away, working hard, getting more prepared, trying to become more food self-sufficient. We just recently did this meat share where we all chipped in, 16 of us, and we bought a whole cow, had it slaughtered. We got a big giant chest freezer in the guest house. We're stocked up on meat, got more meat than we know what to do with. We got the food in the ground, we got some plant fruiting, we got some cantaloupe, some tomatoes on the way. And then on top of that, old B-Rad here has been hustling away making this chicken coop here. So we had this existing barn behind the house. Eventually we want to do an addition on the house. We're going to tear the barn down, keep the materials, but for now we're like, that's not coming for a while. Let's go ahead and use one of the barn bays for the chicken coop. So check this out. Really excited about this. Brad's been hustling. This is one of the reasons why Brad's here rent-free, because while I'm churning away at the office, fulfilling my destiny, Live Free Academy stuff, Brad's here building out this chicken coop. We got an automatic door that closes every time during the nighttime. So to drive home, what I want to convey today is action, 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 action. Ideas, what's up, buddy? Ideas are cheap. Talk is cheap. What really matters is taking action, because, you know, your family's dependent on it. Your community's dependent on it. There's a lot of ugly stuff going on in the world, but it doesn't have to be that way. Let us not get caught in a situation where in order to eat, we got to bow down. These globalists, these technocrats, these tyrants have revealed themselves. We now know that they're willing to manipulate, socially engineer, withhold privileges, control They're willing to pressure people, make people's lives uncomfortable in order to compel people to do things they don't want to do, specifically a medical procedure. Well, we got the central bank digital currency system rolling out. We got these social credit scores they're aiming to do. We got more medical procedures on the way. Track, trace, surveil, control. That's what they're going for. There's pain points that they have. There's pain points we have. There's weaknesses and vulnerabilities. And as we learned with the pandemic, they are not above pressuring you and exploiting these weaknesses. And so, of course, one of the big vulnerabilities is food. We got to eat. We got to feed our kids. It's a very real possibility that food will be used as a weapon against you. So what can you do about it? Grow your own food. We just held a Central Texas Freedom Cell Network meeting last night. 60, 70 people showed up. We spent a good amount of time identifying local food producers. And now the next plan is to compile all those, share them with the community, and encourage folks to do business with these local food producers. Get as much food as we possibly can from local food producers. Build relationships with the local food producers. Take them out to dinner, invite them over for the potluck, whatever you got to do to get some face time, build some social capital with these folks, because when crap hits the fan, we want to keep the food supply going. We want to keep the food supply flowing. And today we're here showing you that we're going to keep on eating, even if it's snowing. Anyway, all right, so John Bush, Live Free Academy, old B-Rad. Don't forget the mobile homesteading workshop, September 14th. Get your tickets at livefree.academy/mobile, livefree.academy/mobile. If you want to learn about the meat share that we did, we put together a free report. That's livefree.academy/meat share, livefree.academy/meat share. Above all else, take action. Take action. Your life may depend on it. Your life does depend on it. It's crunch time, folks. We got this. Peace and freedom. I'm out.